I like this.
Hey y'all, this is Southern Woods here. Welcome to another episode of the Tour of Toona. All right, we're here at Sweetwater Campground here in Canton, Georgia.
And oh boy, is the water sweet.
Oh boy, is the water sweet. Hopefully. All right, let's hope this is a good episode. Catch lots of fish. We shall see. All right, y'all. This shore is looking, somewhat limited, but definitely enough for us. That's where Anthony was gonna fish. Just walk a second this way, and this is probably where I'm gonna put my poles in. A little steep, but should be good. I'm excited. All right, y'all, it's early afternoon. We got the poles in the water now. Let's see if the fish bite. We got some dead shad and night crawlers, and we'll see if Anthony's able to catch any live shad a little bit later.
There you go. Just gonna let it sink to the bottom of it. Catching it.
Man, tell you what, the camera is like bad luck when it comes to casting it.
Or just delete that shit.
Let's go over the first category, all right, of this Tour of Toona episode, which is going to be accessibility. All right, getting here was fine. All right, aside from the general flow of traffic on Highway 20, the roads here were pretty decent. Getting into the campground, good. The attendants were helpful, happy, good folks. Finding our camp spot easy as well. The only downside really is just that you have to pay $32 a night here, which 32, 34, that's about the average. So can't complain too much. So I'm gonna give accessibility, I'd say a 4.4 out of 5. All right, B plus. Pretty easy to get here. All right, not too much trouble. Just having to pay. That's the only downside really. It's time to go swimming, y'all.
That's why I don't catch no fish.
Woo!
How's it feel, Alex?
The water's actually really nice.
Nice.
And we got a free Under Armour sandal.
Hey! Anthony decided to do some, oh, thank you, Alex, I appreciate it. Anthony decided to do some deep sea fishing. Nice little long cast. That was a really good fucking cast right there, not even gonna lie.
Y'all, he's a little dirty. We got the hook out for this little guy. But don't worry, it's not a far jump, but I am gonna do a little fling for this one. All right, he's off to the races. First fish of Sweetwater Campground on this Tour of Toona. Woo! All right, y'all, as you can see, I got a good bit of sun today. My face is pretty red. It's going to look real nice tomorrow, I'm sure, especially since I was wearing sunglasses the whole time. It's sunset, so I figured it'd be a good time to talk about the aesthetic score here at Sweetwater Campground. Overall, it's pretty nice. It's on a nicer side of the lake, not much urban blight around, at least the campsites that we're on at the campground. Not much trash that I could see. It's fairly well kept, fairly clean, which I really appreciate. So I'm going to give the overall aesthetic score a 4.2 out of 5. All right, mid B. I think it's pretty well maintained, and that's going to give it a solid score for sure. 4.2 out of 5. Caught a fish. Small channel cat. Alright, y'all. It's the third fish of the day. Second small cat. We'll take it. Alright, Anthony caught our fourth fish of the day. That perch.
Yep.
Swallowed a whole dang brim.
Indeed.
It's gonna be a tough one getting the hook out, but 4 fish so far. So a bunch of mayflies are hitting the water, and it's about a dang fishing frenzy over here, man. All right, y'all. So it's the next morning here at Sweetwater. Slept in a little bit. It's about an hour past sunrise, so missed the peak morning bite traditionally, but it's not too bad. Look at that. It's a feeding frenzy over there. I don't know if y'all saw that. Ran out of night crawlers last night. All those small channel cats were hitting them. So I got red worms on one pole and some stank ass rotten dead shad on the other. Hopefully a catfish will find that appealing, because I don't. It's in that red bucket over there, and I'm kind of downwind of it. Might have to move it. Anyways, let's hope we get a few more fish this morning before we have to leave. All right, y'all, now we gotta talk about that fishability score. I think Sweetwater Campground, most campsites here, from what I could tell, give you a good bit to work with. I think there's a decent amount of shoreline. The shoreline's all right, enough to work with. The subterranean part of the water is decent. It's a good mix of dirt, rock, everything. It's like not too rocky, not too flat, so I think it's a good mix. I only got hung up a few times, but nothing bad. It's on a somewhat calmer side of the lake. There's some moderate boat traffic, nothing crazy, but it was noticeable. And there's some small coves dotted throughout the campsite. So I'm gonna give the fishability score a 4.3 out of 5. All right, mid B. I think it's solid. All right, I think there's definitely opportunity here, and I think there's some quality shoreline and quality lake to work with for that fishability. Perch. Hooked perfectly. May have even saved the minnow as well. Hopefully. Awesome. Alright, y'all. Time for that final fishing luck score. Alright. We ended up catching, I think, 6 fish. Couple brim, couple perch, and a couple small cats. I think numerically, this has been the best episode of Tour of Tuna so far. However, none were those, good quality fish that you'd like to round out a trip, like a big bass or cat. All right. But hey, we'll take what we can get. So I think Sweetwater Campground will definitely guarantee you at least a few fish, all right, on any given trip. All right, hopefully a handful or more like we got this time around. The bigger fish may be a little bit more elusive. So I think given all that, I'm going to give the fishing luck score for Sweetwater Campground a 3.6 out of 5, all right? Pretty decent score. Again, if we caught like one really good fish, I'd probably bump it up a good bit. But the total number of fish definitely makes up for that. So if you're keeping up at home, the total score for Sweetwater Campground on this episode of Tour of Tuna is an 8.3 out of 10 or an 83%. All right, nearly a solid B. And that's a good score. I think that's the best so far in this Tour of Tuna. There's nothing wrong with this location at all. All right, it got pretty decent scores all around. It's a good looking, well kept place. The fishability is pretty good. The fishing luck obviously was pretty decent as well. Easy access. So I think overall Sweetwater Campground may be one of those that you put higher up on your checklist of fishing spots here on Allatoona. So hit us with that like button if you like this video. This one definitely had a lot more action than the previous couple. And subscribe, join the Southern Woods community if you want to see more fishing videos, other outdoor videos, food reviews, and whatnot. And I'll see you in the next episode of Tour of Tuna. Southern Woods out.